Good morning, Tea Crew. Month is already flying by. Is it not? Um, let's start with this. Let's start with this. If I should stay, I would only be in your way. So I go, but I know I'll think of you every step of the way. And I always love you. You. Thank you, I lost it. From me. We both know that I'm not what you need. And I will always love you. Love Tea Crew. Always love the crew. Life treats you kind, and I hope you have all you dreamed of. And I wish you joy and happiness. But above all this, I wish you the best. And I will always love crew. Always, always, always love you. Switch it up just a little bit. Some of you might know this song. Some of you might just know this song just a little bit. Give me 10 people that want to hear this song. Virgil Kane is my name, and I drove on the Dixie train. Who wants to hear this one instead of Pop singing it? Huh? What are we thinking? Virgil Kane is my name, and I drove on the Danville train. Till so much cavalry came and it tore up the tracks again. Oh, Pops, let them hear the real thing. Virgil winter of 65, we were hungry, just barely alive. They took the train to Richmond, that town I remember so well. Now they drove old Dixie down. Tennessee, we're coming. 68 days, 86 days. Dixie down. Sing it. There's the words. Na 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 na. This is Sandy right here, back with my wife in Tennessee. Hey Sandy, quick come see. Welcome, Maria. Maria. Have taken the very best. Night they drove old Dixie down. The people were singing. They drove old Dixie down. And all the people were singing. Ah, na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Great song. Joan Baez. Maria, good morning. Welcome to the Tea Crew. You get chocolate donuts when you show up here. Stand. He laid him in his grave. Out of blood flowing free. You can raise the cane. Night they drove old Dixie down. Dixie down. Look at Maria. Everybody's saying hello to Maria. That's beautiful. Na, 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 na. Good morning, crew. Maria, may chocolate donuts from the universe rain down upon your head.
Take steps in the physical world to make
May chocolate donuts from the universe success rain down upon your head. Good morning, crew. Did somebody say someone was from Sweden? Is Maria our Swedish girl now? Ekman sounds sort of Swedish. Maria, are you from Sweden? Is that what somebody was whispering in Pop's ear? Yep, that's it. Maria Ekman. Sweden, you guys. Stop and think about what that means. That's awesome. Hello, Maria. Wait, Maria doesn't know, but I'm getting ready to play the Tea Crew music of the morning. Here we go. Now the morning's complete. Now the morning is complete. Okay. We're going to tag the map today. Later today, I'm going to get some map people. Sweden's drawing us straight to the map, MVP. Sweden's bringing us, so we have a map and a globe, Maria, that we pin. We're going to pin, where in Sweden? Give me an idea where to put the map, or where to put the pin in Sweden. Just give me a simple idea where I should put that pin in the country of Sweden on the map. And we will. Gothenburg, West Coast. That is absolutely perfect. We're pleased that you're here. There's 14,600 people, but Maria, you're special. And Maria, not but Maria, and Maria, you're special. Give me 1 second. I'm going to confess something now that I walked away for a moment. I'll confess. Most of my friends and myself have at one time or another in our many spins around the planet thought, Sweden girls are hot. Welcome, Maria. Is it okay? Give me 5 people that say, Onyx, I just confessed it out loud. Matt agreed. There's been times, just rando, like my friend and I, Sweden girls are kind of hot, right? It's one of those things Americans think, Maria, just give us a break. Okay. Parkers, yep. Rebels, yep. Okay, see, Maria? Okay. The accent too, Matt, 100%. Okay. This is Pops flirting with Maria. I don't even know her, but I love her. Here we go. Hey guys, give me 5 people. I only want 5 people that say, Pops, read the latest blog on your website. But before I do, I have to admit it's a commercial. Bridgie knows Gothenburg. Bridgie's probably been there in the service. Okay, Stockholm Syndrome, Matt, you're crazy. Maria be getting more than a donut. Calm down, Kim. You're sounding like JC right now. Excuse me. Just something caught in my chest a little bit. I actually feel really good. Okay. Can I read this blog to you guys? I'm still kind of freaking out on it. It's a little bit long and it's a commercial. But I gotta read it because it's exciting. It's very exciting. 3 months ago, we launched our website. This is the DetroitMushLab.com. 3 months ago, we launched our website with the dream of providing top-notch LC, dry goods, candy, and supplements to our customers. Today, we are proud to say that our dream has become a reality. We have had hundreds of awesome customers who have trusted us and have been satisfied with our offerings. From day one, our main focus has been on providing the best customer experience possible. We have listened to our customers' feedback and have implemented changes to improve our website's user experience. As a result, our website is now more user-friendly and easier to navigate. In these 3 months, we have also expanded our product line to cater to the diverse needs of our customers. From LC to dry goods, candy, and supplements, we have something for everyone. Our product selection is not only diverse, but also the highest quality. We have also ensured that our prices are ultra competitive and affordable for our customers. We have been active on social media and have seen a significant increase in our followers. This has allowed us to connect with our customers on a personal level and keep them updated, commercial, on our latest offerings and promotions. We are proud to say that we now have 14,000 followers and counting. Almost done. One of the highlights of the past 3 months has been our successful Mush Fests. We have had 3 successful Mush Fests, and they have been a huge hit. These events have allowed us to showcase our products and have also been a great opportunity for our customers to meet and connect with one another. As we look forward to the next 3 months, we are excited to announce that we will be holding a Spring Mush Fest in April. This event will be an opportunity for our customers to discover new products, sample our delicious candy, and connect with other like-minded individuals. We hope to see you all there. In conclusion, we are grateful for the support we have received from our customers in these past 3 months. This is the part I wanted to read the most. We are grateful for the support we have received from our customers in these past 3 months. We look forward to continuing to provide the best possible service and products to our valued customers. Thank you for choosing us, and we can't wait to see what the next 3 months will bring. I'm done. What do you think of that blog? Pretty blogalicious, isn't it? I want to thank Sandman and Carlotta. These are the people that are involved on the site so far. This isn't just a pop site. I want you guys to know that. It's a Detroit Mush Lab, but it's nationwide, right? I didn't write that, by the way. I believe a censored citizen scientist here was our writer. That's the kind of stuff he does behind the scenes for all of us. Can you imagine that writing? He's going to tell you, oh, some programmer. That man is smart.
Is that on the website?
It's on the website.
Nice.
Isn't that nice?
That's nice.
Yeah. 3-month anniversary-ish. Last night.
TheDetroitMushLab.com.
You should hear that in the background every once in a while from Brock, right? I want to thank Sandman and Carlotta. They're deeply, deeply involved. And been impeccable vendors over there. I want to thank Chris, of course, censored citizen scientist. Incredible help. I want to thank Brock. Brock's all over the place here, supporting everything that gets done. There's a lot of background going on with Brock. I don't mention him as often as I should. I want to mention Hella with Sci Research. She's never let us down in anything, and the stuff that she's put out there, people always come back for more. Okay? It's been fascinating. I was dying to finally collaborate with her, and she's been everything I expected and more. Mike, MVP here. MVP is smashing it. Absolutely smashing it. That man wrote to me this weekend. Pops, I want to know exactly what bags you're using and exactly what boxes you're, because what we do is when you put in an order and it's something for Uncle, it's coming from Mike. You just do it through the website, but Mike gets it. Mike sends it to you from his place. Sandy sends you his stuff from his place. I send you mine from my, you're getting it from all kinds of different angles. And every angle, it still comes to you and it still shows up and still gets there. Mike, this week, he reaches out, Pops, exactly what boxes are you using and what bags are you using? I want to use the same exact ones so I can keep the consistency. I'm like, that's beautiful. That's a smart. Of course, I've already done all the research and I already know the best bags, according to me. Okay? Mike's on there killing it. I want you guys to just ask Mike a real quick question. Is the little bit, don't forget, this man's growing tubs. He's got tubs now in his apartment next to the couch. He doesn't even have coffee tables anymore. He's turning his house into a grow farm. He's committed. He's committed. Now let me add to that. Do you think it's fair? Is it reasonable in the mycological community? It's really mycology, but I like to make it mycological. Is it okay in the mycological community to support a situation like that? My thinking is heck yeah. My thinking is that's the kind of guy and situation where you do want to support. Killing it. Mike, Help Grow's on there now. Helpy's on there with some lids. And we're waiting for you guys to decide those lids are going to be important to you and grab some of those. Carrie's on there with mugs and other things. There's so far 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 9 people involved in the website. Did you hear what I just said? When I do commercials sitting here, everybody, I hope nobody's saying, oh, Pops is trying to grease his palm. No, I am not. I'm trying to grease 9 palms. May that stick home with you. Okay? So a commercial over for this morning. My friends and vendors and partners and I don't even know what to call people, but the people that are involved in the website, I appreciate every single thing you guys do. You're doing a great job for us. And I'm not really honestly trying to do big commercial stuff here. I'm just trying to grow my ecology. Okay, that's really all I'm trying to do. I remember a time I was like, the whole website's mine. Precious. It's all mine. And guess what happened to that first website? It's in flames back there in the background. It's way back there. It crashed and burned when it hit the side of a cliff. It was way back over here. Oh, and I got ripped off in the process. This one way back here. Okay. What we do is we learn from our mistakes around here. Let's do a giveaway. Thank you, Parker. The most valuable thing, honestly, here is the community that we build. I cried this weekend to myself. And Brock came along and goes, what's the matter, Pops? He found me. I go, I'm just overwhelmed sometimes. I was crying to myself. I might have been on a microdose. I'm not sure. Maybe. And I was like, it isn't just me. It's people. I'll give an example. Mike here. I don't think Mike had a group of friends like he does now. I don't think Kim did. I don't think 98% of us had the size in the group and the depth of commitment to being open to friends. Matt Leonard, good example. Jackie Cat, probably overjoyed. Group of people you can talk to, hang out, like-minded. That's the real fruit. And then the stuff that you guys are doing. Let's do a giveaway. Okay? We're going to do a true false because I kind of like my true false giveaways. My biggest reason that I like them is because it gives 6 people a chance to win usually, right? You birds of a feather. Okay. Maria, I want to grow people's minds and their opportunity to grow their minds with others. What I like is if one of these days when I pass away, call him the King of Ripple. The King of Ripple. And he'll be really happy. Speaking of Ripple, before I go on, I almost shared this weekend and then I forgot to. I got busy. Woo, busy weekend here. Busy. And we did a lot. Who wants to see a vintage picture of Pops with Captain Jeff's daughter in the lab? If 15 people say yes, I'll post it on IG later. It was about 2 years ago. We had Jeff's daughter over for a home study in the lab. And Jeff and I were sharing that picture this weekend. And this is the sweetest picture. I remember this picture. I posted it years ago. It is, I want you guys to see it. I want you to I really do. I want you to look at it from this perspective. Boy, are we growing. His daughter is now, in that picture, she's 8. She's now 10 and a gymnastics champion. She's like a big shot, turning into a big shot gymnastic champion here in Michigan. And just a lovely, lovely girl. But it was 2 years ago, we started here at the lab offering opportunities for people to come here and study downstairs in our little lab situation. And some of the children were actually doing it and getting school credit for it. Is that something else? That is so something else. And you think of the ripples since then. It's been really something. I'm just blessed, right? Okay, let's do our giveaway. And I'll post that picture later today. All right? It's heartwarming, to say the least, in my opinion. So here we go. I'm going to say 3 statements. You're going to decide if they're true or false. At the end of this 3rd statement, I'm going to look at my screen, and there's going to be letters up there, T's and F's, in a series. And the first 6 people to get the answers correct in order will move to the spin to win round. Okay? So here's our first statement, smarty pantsers. A police officer gave Ulysses S. Grant a speeding ticket while Grant was serving as president. True or false? Second, Franklin D. Roosevelt was elected 5 times. True or false? Third, Alexander Hamilton was the 4th U.S. president. True or false? Go. I'll look for the answers now. So far, I see 3 people. 3 people so far. Now I'm up to 5. I'm up to 5. I just need 1 more. When I look up, let me see. Wait a minute. And I got my 6th one. Okay. I have 6. I have the first 6 on my screen. Let me read the answers to you, and then I'll tell you who those 6 are. A police officer gave Ulysses S. Grant a speeding ticket while Grant was serving as president. This is true. Grant received a ticket for driving his horse-drawn buggy too fast. Really? You didn't let the president off? I know he liked to go fast, but come on, man. You guys didn't say, come. It's the prez. This guy was something else. He probably lost his job as a police officer, just saying. Secondly, false. Franklin Roosevelt was only elected president 4 times, not 5. And thirdly, Alexander Hamilton, false. He was never the president. Secretary of Treasury. And then wasn't he killed? Wasn't he killed in a duel? Boom! Shot his head off. So the answers were true, false, false. The first 6 on my screen, to get them correct. Okay, the first 6. Papa Wheelie, you're the red one. Mozzie, you're the violet one. Mom's Munchie, you're green. Greenie, you're the orange. The blue one is Jamie. And the final one, the yellow one, that's overjoyed. That's overjoyed. Jay Aaron, have a great day at work. Here we go. So it looks like Greenie. Green table. That was green table. So good job, Greenie. What did he win? Well, it's a Monday, so we're starting out with a Monday box, which still are quite nice. Okay. Pops 10-pack of regular Pops 200 milligram. These are Ghost supplement. These are pure Ghost. And then we've also got 2 grams. This is our sample supplements of ODPE. Beautiful, gorgeous little blues. And then there's a sticker or two, a couple little Gugas in the box too. Okay? Greenie, get me your address at the Detroit Mush Lab, and we'll get this sent off to you ASAP. Kombucha, kombucha. We promised to talk about kombucha, so we will. How are we doing this morning, everybody? Be honest. How's everybody doing? Harry K., it's important that we get them out pronto, isn't it? Isn't that part of the deal? This has to be part of the deal. You start getting creepy in your own head when you're not doing it on time and quickly. Okay, Green Table Gardens. Here's the winner. What was that now, Sandy? Your birthday gift is in the mail? Sandy, I did not expect a birthday gift from anybody. Well, I expect one from everybody, excuse me, except those that came to our little Mush Fest in January. You guys gave me every present I could possibly get then, and then some, and then just by being here, just by your presence was a pure present. Now, I do have to admit, Pops is... do you guys remember I had PTSD about my birthdays? You guys remember? Who remembers? Which birthday was forgotten in my life? Was skipped over? Come on, who's the pop historian here? I told this story, this very, very sad. Christina, thank you. Christina overjoyed remembers two old Pops, poor Pops. Okay, Kieran's too. How come only the girls remember? Yes, it was my 12th, you guys. Oh, it was sad. But it was almost my own fault because I was that rebellious kid. And my mom I remember telling you guys, does anybody want to hear the story again? Or should I wait till tomorrow? Let me tell it today. Let me tell it today. Because tomorrow is the real day, and I don't want to think about it tomorrow. Let me get it out of the way, okay? Well, I'm not kidding you, though. I did. So here's what happened. Real quick. I'll tell it fast. Promise fast. It's coming up to my birthday, and in my family, the tradition was... on your birthday, you were just treated super special. You got whatever you wanted for breakfast, whatever you wanted for dinner. My mom would make your cake, whatever it was. I liked German chocolate. That was my favorite. So you'd get a German chocolate cake and then a present. We were very poor, so it wasn't like going to be, we weren't getting ponies or cars or anything like that, right? If you got a pair of mittens or something. So mittens, like I'm in Southern California. Something, right? Box of underwear. You got something. Anyways, it's coming up to my birthday, which was 24th of January. And my sister, the sweet sister I talk about to you guys, her birthday's on the 14th of January. So we've just done her birthday. Great birthday she has. And then we're moving towards mine. Usually every kid in the house is bouncing off the walls for 3 days, reminding everybody my birthday's Saturday, my birthday's Saturday, my birthday's Saturday. This year, I'm like, I go to silent, I'm going to be silent mode. And I did it. I can remember in my own brain. I remember this to this day. I'm going to test them. I'm going to test the family. I'm going to test my mom and dad and see if they remember me. Okay? And I literally did. And so Thursday goes and I don't say, my birthday isn't Saturday. I don't tell anybody my birthday's coming Saturday. Friday comes, I don't say anything. My birthday's coming tomorrow. Wake up, I'm thinking in the back of my brain, maybe they're going to surprise me with the birthday, something, right? I never saw 16 Candles. Did they do that? I'm sitting there on Saturday morning The Saturday was the worst day of my life because I'm waiting all day for them to pass their test. I'm waiting all day. And I'm sure I was a creepy, cranky little fella, but nobody was paying attention, right? Cried myself to sleep that night, but poor Pops, the rebel, I was also extremely stubborn. The most stubborn child you could imagine. Like stubborn, pathological. Fast forward story. My mom, when she would spank us, yeah, we got spankings back then, kids. When we would spank, she would spank us. Oh, what did they use when we got spanked? Spatulas. That's what they would use, a spatula. Oh, what did you have to do? You had to lay down on the floor in front of mom, and she would be in a chair and whap on your ass with a spatula. Boop, right there. Well, my mom had a little bit of pity for the guy that cried the loudest. Who, if she hit you with the spatula and you cried, she laid off a little bit. You still got your 10 whacks, but by whack 10, there was like a little touch. My brother was the best screamer in the house. He would, like, on the very first one scream, and by the 10th one, he was a hysterical mess, and he walked away with nothing. Pops, I'm laying there. I'm not going to say, oh, now mom's like, oh yeah, you're not gonna make any noise. So I get like a triple ass beating because I won't open my mouth. I'm like, just like you see on TV. What an idiot. Every time I see one of those guys on TV, like that won't make any noise during a torture, you're an idiot. Make a noise right away. Okay, if you don't, you're gonna lose your 12th birthday. You're too stubborn. Okay? True story. So here I am. I'm too stubborn. I won't say anything on my birthday. I wake up the next day and I am a complete mess. I am a complete mess. They want to hear you scream, nerd. They have to. Otherwise, she feels like you're not getting disciplined. I promise you my mom wasn't a mean person. I promise you. I bet you we usually needed the whipping. And none of us turned out bad. But I wouldn't do it. So I'm not saying that. We got whippings. We got some sincere whippings when we were kids. And it was usually 6 in a row. They'd line you up and do you all at once. You know, boom, next. And it was usually because Pops did something wrong, right? And now I'm the one that won't make any noise. So I think my brothers and sisters have every right to hate me. Especially my little sister, Renee. I'm sorry. I told you this would be a quick story, and it isn't. So now I wake up the day after of my birthday, and I'm a complete mess. Like, now I run into my mom. I'm 12. I'm beyond the hug mom, give mom a kiss stage, and I want to snuggle with her on the couch. I turn into a little snuggle whack. So what's wrong with you? Because yesterday was my birthday and you guys completely forgot it. It hit her like a ton of bricks right then and there that she had forgotten her rebellious son's birthday. She spent that whole day trying to make it up to me. She spent the next birthday trying to make it up to me, and the next birthday, and the next birthday, and I don't think I let her off the hook till I was like 25. Finally, by 25, I'm like, okay, Mom, I think you've made it up to me by now. And I mean, she was just mortified. And I put her to the test, and she failed that test, quote unquote, and from then on, every one of my birthdays, I would say I'm not 13. I'm only, like, on my 13th birthday, this is the ass that the Pops was. Why are there 13 candles on my cake? I'm only 12. So I'm not kidding you, I'm 16. I go, why are there 16 candles? I'm only 15. I let the whole family have it for years. I was like, you guys, I would always be able to shave a year off, and they couldn't say anything. I was like, oh yeah? I don't think, it was so cruel. Like I used that. Like, whoa, who does that? Man, no wonder I needed to grow up. Okay, I never had a party. Never had a birthday party. Maybe my baby sister 1 year had a birthday party that all of the kids threw for her, but we never had birthday parties. Oh, King, I kept him on a guilt trip. Like, come on along, milk it. That's what I did. I milked that sucker for a long time. So I'm still milking it right now, aren't I? I just realized it, Pops. You've been milking it for the last 12 minutes. Kombucha. Let's read that. I know. Let's have party pity. Like the fact that we didn't have parties. I didn't have a party, but then I've made up for it. You guys have made up for it. Mini Mush Fests make up for it. I have like 4 birthdays a year now. It's freaking amazing. And because that happened, here's my PTSD. Kim, here's my PTSD. Now I don't do birthday, I do birth week. Okay? So it's get prepared. It's not birthdays anymore now, Pops. As soon as he turned 60, he said in my new third life, because remember, I have 3 lives. My first life, I was till 30. My second life was from 31 to 60. Now my third life, I'm only 5 years old. You can tell sometimes. This life, I do birth weeks. Okay? And they start tomorrow. The birth week starts tomorrow. And moms, you guys are all like, hey, I want a birth week. You guys understand birth weeks, right? Yeah. Aaron, I don't respond to requests like that. I appreciate that you could be upset with me, but I don't respond to requests like that. So I apologize to you here out loud. But when people make requests to me like that, I don't respond. So let's do kombucha. Easy to make and requiring little maintenance. The fermented tea drink, known as kombucha, offers one. It's funny they call it tea because it seems so much more like milk or something, right? Easy to make and requiring little maintenance, the fermented tea drink, known as kombucha, offers one of the quickest routes towards allying with beneficial probiotics. Kombucha scobies look like rubbery discs, and they can typically contain one of the following yeasts. They have about 10 of them named here, and I can't possibly, pronounce any of them, so I don't want to try. Of the many bacterial species present, the alcohol fermenting species Glucocanatobacter xylinus is one of the most common. Once you have secured a kombucha SCOBY, all you need to do is make a pot of tea. Traditional recipes use the leaves of the tea plant, Camellia sinensis. However, many people preferring to avoid the caffeine in this plant choose to break with tradition and use herbal teas instead. The tea can be made strong or weak, and the amount of sweetener can be to taste, though usually about 1/4 cup per quart of water is a good starting ratio. Most brewers use cane sugar, though alternative sweeteners can be experimented with, at the risk of potentially harming the SCOBY. Stevia is not a good option, as it does not provide the carbohydrates the microbes need to grow. So if we remember that, we have to go back to the idea of that SCOBY. That was our starter amount of what we're going to introduce to begin to make the kombucha. And the SCOBY is known as a symbiotic community of bacteria and yeast. And we show here in the menu the different yeasts that are available to begin a kombucha batch. I've actually ordered the last one on this. I thought I'd have it by this weekend and have made some kombucha this weekend, but it didn't come yet. But we will be making this kombucha personally this week. Once the tea is brewed and cooled, pour it into a wide jar or bowl. Mix in 2 teaspoons of kombucha liquid or vinegar and add the SCOBY. The SCOBY will grow until it covers the surface of the liquid. So a wider container is preferred to increase the efficiency of the ferment. Cover the mix with a cloth and place it out of the sun to ferment over the course of a few days or weeks. You know it's done when it tastes as tangy as you like it. If left long enough, kombucha can become slightly alcoholic. 2% is approximately the highest a home brewer is likely to achieve. Despite some concerns over kombucha cultures being contaminated, there is no documented evidence of any kombucha-related poisonings due to pathogenic organisms. Kombucha, tried and true kombucha brews. There's the raspberry leaf, red clover, and oat straw. There's the black tea. There's the rose petals and tulsi. There's the nettle, mate, and mint. Nettles are known for their vitamins and trace minerals, which give this blend a nutritive kick. Mate is a popular alternative to the tea plant, and mint is a winning flavor. Together, this tea is a tasty green standby. That's one of the examples of a kombucha brew. Now that I read that out loud, that sounds like the one I want to try. Where do I get nettles? Where do I get that? Well, tomorrow we'll look at kefirs. We'll look at kefirs and tabicos, or a sea rice. And then that'll get us through some of that fermenting stuff. And then, believe it or not, there's breads. There's breads. Makes sense because there's yeasts involved, okay? So that gets us our kombucha. We're finally covering that. It's taken me a week to get back to it. I apologize. Big elephant. If there's an elephant in the room, Aaron J. here. You have to imagine that over the last 3 or 4 years, Pops gets solicited is the only word I can use for it. Many reasons and many GoFundMes and cries for help and all of these things that come. And many, I wish I could do more, but I made a principled decision, and this, I just want to put this on the table out loud, and people can like Pops or not like it. It's just it's me, and I'm not apologizing or taking anything personal if you don't like it. But I've determined that I don't answer solicitations, period. Sometimes they're from some of my very best friends, and I can't answer them. If I answered one, I have to answer every single one in my politic, in my principle. I can't choose between people. I can't do that. I can't be a respecter of persons. Say, I like this guy more, so I'm going to give him something, and I like this person less, so I'm not going to. I can't do that. It's not in my mental makeup. So, Aaron, it's in my mental makeup to not reply to any requests. Period. And then from my rationale, I do enough the way I do it. I do absolutely enough the way I do it. And I'm satisfied with the way I help and the method that I've chosen. And that's it. So if somebody says, hey, Pops, I have somebody, my wife has 4th-degree cancer, and I started a GoFundMe page, I ignore it. And it hurts me sometimes, but it's my principle. My principle is if I answered that person, I'd have to answer somebody that pops. Can I get a tank of gas? I'll be honest with you, about a year ago, I was the tank of gas guy. I was giving money to people randomly that were needing it. Guess what I found out? 2 of them were heroin addicts and they were shooting it up their arm. I'm not saying anybody hears that, but that's where Pops' money was going because he was being kind. So my answer is I don't answer requests like that. Okay? So may we move on? And that would just, I hope that's wholesome. Leaders are expected to address these touchy situations sometimes. It's a very touchy situation. But in my opinion, if I say no to I say no to, not that they would ever ask, but I don't say no. I just don't reply. And if the people can't get that he hasn't replied for a reason, then that becomes their issue. But I never say no. I just will not reply. But this one I've sort of been forced to reply so we can all see what Pop's platform is. And I promise you, I promise, I'm here to help in so many ways. Reach out to me for the fruit and for the medicines that you need. I give those away. You know that. Okay, enough said. Let's get finished. Let's get back to our 4 agreements. Let's get back to our 4 agreements. That's just Pops, you guys. And I could probably lose some followers here, and I can have some haters off of this one, and I'm sincerely sorry. I mean it. I just... You sit up here on a platform like this, they come at you, man. You get requests that are... And what do? Answer them all. In the dream of the planet, it is normal for humans to suffer and to live in fear and to create emotional drama. It's normal. I'm just sorry, guys. Okay. The outside dream isn't a pleasant dream. We're back to our 4 agreements here. Okay. The 4 agreements, Don Miguel Ruiz, page 13. Okay, thank you guys for the outpouring of kindness right here. I mean that sincerely, because I'm not looking, I am sort of, I like to be, thank you. I don't like to ever ignore someone either, but I have to sometimes. Okay. The outside dream is not a pleasant dream. It's a dream of violence and a dream of fear and a dream of war and a dream of injustice. The personal dreams of humans will vary, but globally, it's mostly a nightmare. If we look at human society, we see a place so difficult to live in because it's ruled by fear. I could use this one right here. Fear of being rejected because I don't subscribe. I'm not afraid. Throughout the world, we see human suffering and anger, revenge, addictions, violence in the street, and tremendous injustice. It may exist at different levels in different countries around the world. Hello, Russia. But fear is controlling the outside dream. I love you too, JRN. Trust me, I do. I do. If we compare the dream of human society with the descriptions of hell that religions all around the world have promulgated, we find they're exactly the same. Religions say that hell is a place of punishment, a place of fear, pain, and suffering, a place where fire burns you. Well, fire is generated by emotions that come from fear. Whenever we feel the emotions of anger, jealousy, envy, hate, we experience a fire burning inside of us. We are living in a dream of hell. If you consider hell as a state of mind, then hell is all around us. Others may warn us that if we don't do what they say, what we should do, we will go all to hell. Bad news. We're already in hell, including the people who told us that. No human can condemn another to hell because we're already there. I spent 15 years of my life condemning people to hell. You're not. You're doing the right things, I can tell. You're going. Come on in here, follow these book of law. You won't go. What the F? How? And you can't believe that you do it with such conviction. I really believed what I was saying and doing. I wasn't being a con man. I wasn't doing it I believed I believed my story. How could I condemn other people to hell when I am in hell myself? When I'm in the background creating just as many sins as the person I'm telling are going to hell. Others can put us into a deeper hell, true, but only because we allow it to happen. Every human has his or her own personal dream, and just like the society dream, it's often ruled by fear. We learn to dream hell in our own life, in our own personal dreams. The same fears manifest in different ways for each person, of course, but we all experience anger and jealousy and hate and envy and other negative emotions. Our personal dream can also become an ongoing nightmare where we suffer and live in a state of fear. "60 years. Trying to follow the life's rules, the world's rules. We don't need to dream a nightmare, though. That's what we've been fed, this dream that's a nightmare. We have a choice what dream we're going to dream. That wasn't programmed into us. Did you know that? They didn't program into Pops, you don't have to choose this. It was the only dream I knew. I'm following it as hard as I can. It's the only dream I knew. Once I know that I don't have to dream that fucked up dream, that poisonous, fear-filled anger, greed, envy, power, lust, I don't need that dream. That's a goddamn sick dream. I have a dream of people sharing mushrooms. I have a dream that's so different today. I have a dream that I'm not going to judge myself. I have a dream that tomorrow I won't think of my 12th birthday. It's possible to enjoy a pleasant dream. I want to get so angry at those 60 years of stupid dreams, but then I don't, because if I didn't have them, I wouldn't be Pops today. All of humanity is searching for truth and justice and beauty. We're on an eternal search for the truth because we only believe in the lies we have stored in our minds. We're searching for justice because in the belief system we have, there is no justice. We search for beauty because it doesn't matter how beautiful a person is. We don't believe that person has beauty. We keep searching and searching when everything is already within us. There's no truth to find. Wherever we turn our heads, all we see is the truth. But with the agreements and beliefs that we have stored in our minds, we don't have eyes for it. Truth's all around us and we don't have eyes for it. Thank you, Maria. We don't see the truth because we are blind. What blinds us are all those false beliefs that we have in our minds. We have the need to be right and to make others wrong. God, that's the old Pops. Debating champion, are you kidding me? I represented the state of California in national championships when I was 18 years old. I was the debater par excellence. I love to debate. I'll take either side. I don't care. I'm just going to make you wrong. It's in my DNA. It's in my freaking DNA. You know what I have to do now? Don't say anything at all or just agree with people. That's my new penance. I don't want to be right anymore. I don't. I promise. I promise. I promise. I don't want to be right. It's not important to me. You know how terrible a husband and wife relationship is when they both need to be right. Both. You both have to be right. I'd rather be right than happy. We trust what we believe, and our beliefs set us up for suffering. Let me back. We have the need to be right and to make others wrong. Penny, that's what the grown-ups do now. Penny Pack, I agree with you. Just nod and walk away. I'll avoid that guy from now on. Avoidance is my best tool anymore. I haven't said or done anything rude, mean, wrong, gossipy. I just avoid. Just like I avoid quicksand. I walk around it. I don't step in it. I avoid dog poop on the sidewalk. I avoid it. I don't scream and yell at it. I don't kick it. I don't, I just walk around it. And then I don't go back and look, hey, is that dog poop still there? Let me tell you, I saw dog poop on the sidewalk. I just walk around it. I don't need to tell it, you're dog poop. Don't you understand? You're dog poop and I'm not. I bet she already knows he's dog poop. We live in a fog that's not even real. This fog's a dream, your personal dream of life, what you believe and all the concepts you have about what you are. That's a perfect example, nerd. All the agreements you have made with others and with yourself and even with God. Your whole mind is a fog, what the Toltecs call a matote. You're walking around in a matote. It's real easy when you're walking around in a matote. What happens? You stumble right into that dog poop, don't you? You get home and your feet stink and you go, why? Because you're stumbling into dog poop. Your mind's a dream where 1,000 people talk at the same time and nobody understands each other. This is the condition of the mind called a big matote. And with the big matote, you can't even see what you really are. I couldn't even see what I was. if I wanted to, and I have, but I don't anymore, I could carry the greatest guilt that's like jump off the edge guilt. For in now I look back and I think I led so many people down a path, an incorrect path. And I was the hike leader. Follow me. Follow me, pack. How many people I kept in the big matote? In India, they call the matote a maya, which means illusion. It is the personality's notion of the I am. Sounds like ego. Everything you believe about yourself and the world, all the concepts and programs you have in your mind are all your matote. I know, moms. We cannot see who we truly are. We cannot see that we are not free. I'm going to finish up. That is why humans resist life. To be alive. Will you listen? Will you listen? This is coming from 65. I'll be 65 tomorrow. I remember looking back when I was a kid and thinking 40. Man, 40 is old. I can't wait to be 40. And then 50 came. And 50 was a landmark. And then 60. And 60 was like, I'm starting another life now. 2 dead lives. So I'm going to go for another one. Now I'm 5. To be alive is the biggest fear humans have. I do not fear to be alive. Does anybody, you guys know Pops? This old dude is not afraid to be alive anymore. I was wrapped up in all of the matote. Man, I live the most beautiful life. I'm not perfect and I still grab random fear. I had some fear here today that you wouldn't like my platform on giving. All this stuff you work through. I have the most beautiful life. I have the most friends. I do and help and am a be for more people than I could ever have imagined possible, from a true heart of not a phony baloney, not trying to feed you a religious situation. I am alive. Truly alive. You guys have seen Pops in action being alive. You have to be alive to show up every day. And yet to be alive is the biggest fear humans have, not Pops. That's where I'm winning. Death isn't the biggest fear we have. Our biggest fear is to risk being alive. Risk to be alive and express what we really are. Just being ourselves is the biggest fear of humans. It was mine. We have learned to live our life trying to satisfy other people's demands. We have learned to live by other people's point of view because of the fear of being accepted and of not being good enough for someone else. That's what we've learned. That's what the world taught us. Oh, there's good news. That's what gospel is. See, we took gospel and we turned it religious. The word gospel just means good news. The gospel is, we got to choose our dream. We'll talk more about that tomorrow. Let's do a final giveaway here today. And then tomorrow should be fun. Who's gonna sing to me tomorrow? Who's gonna sing happy birthday to Pops? Who's gonna sing happy birthday to Pops tomorrow? Waiting. I agree. I think Lotta should. Oh, the guitar lava. Guitar sounds good too, right? You guys gonna sing happy birthday to me? So if I do a sing along right here, will you guys? How many of you like impeccably will actually be singing from your place? Okay, Maria's like all of us. I sing like Marilyn Monroe all the time, King. Okay. I gotta get Carlotta. It should be from Carlotta. Everyone knows that if that would be my personal choice to lead the crew. Okay, would let's just bug it off, do it. It's the beginning. It's almost Pop's birth week, so we'll probably be doing birth week tomorrow, starting tomorrow. You guys ready? You guys ready? You guys ready? Here we go. I'm going to do a giveaway. We've had fun here this morning, right, Sharon Sparks and Stevie Price and Laddie? This is a who am I? This is a who am I? Eric, what do you mean birthday boxes? You're sending me a birthday box? Look at that, you guys. Everybody is saying Eric's, and he did 4 of these. So Eric is sending, he's made a commitment in person here to send Pops 4 birthday boxes. Okay? Did you guys see Eric's comment there real quick? Would someone take a screenshot? I'll screenshot that. Let me screenshot that. There we go. Okay, so I have that in writing from Eric. Eric is going to send me 4 birthday boxes. Okay. Thank you, Eric. Anybody else? Anybody else? Greenie, give it to Jamie. You got it. Thank you, bro. Jamie, you just got a Greenie prez. Eric, I expect 4. All right? Who am I? Who am I? Besides being Pops. You guys, I'm not trolling for gifts. I swear I'm not. I promise, promise, promise. Okay, here we go. Who am I? Despite being one of the greatest musicians ever, I've never had a #1 hit. Who am I? One of the greatest musicians ever, and I've never had a #1 hit. Who am I? Jimi Hendrix, Beethoven, Paul McCartney, Beethoven, Jimmy Barnes, Phil Kagi, Roy Orbison, Bob Dylan. Wait a minute, who said Bob Dylan? Laura Devine, she got it. Laura Devine, boom. Laura, you're absolutely divine. That was it, kill it. Laura already answered it, you guys. Laura's a game killer. Despite being one of the greatest musicians ever, I've never had a #1 hit. I didn't know this one. I am the only rock star to win a Nobel Prize. Didn't Bono? Somebody needs to look that up. I thought Bono won a Nobel Prize. I am said to have invented folk rock. My endless touring schedule has been called the Never-Ending Tour. I've had nicknames Zimmy, the voice of a generation, and the voice of protest. And I introduced the Beatles to marijuana. I would also say that he introduced a lot of people, the rock and roll guys back then. He was constantly taking trips down to Mother Sabina in Mexico. Bob Dylan, a big Mother Sabina follower at the time. You guys knew that, right? Bob Dylan would get his rock and roll friends, and they would go down there, and they would pay Mother Sabina to take them on trips. And her native group, it pissed them off. They were like, she is taking our culture and the things that we've handed down traditionally through the centuries, and she's making money off of it. So the village ended up ostracizing the lady. And if you think she was making money, she was like making enough to like packs of cigarettes and stuff. She wasn't making a lot, but it was somewhat of a sellout. And from her normal neighborhood's point of view. So what do? They burn her house down and they basically kick her out of the village. 15 years later, when mushrooms are getting cool, what do? Just after she's passed away, they start deifying her and turning her into the saint of the village, and they're selling pictures and images and statues of her to make money off of her now. For the people that now she's a saint after we've burned her house down and kicked her out. So we got to be really careful what we do. Okay? Here we go. Mother Sabina, I feel bad for what happened. Oh boy, Brock snuck something in your box there, Laura. Laura, I have a 10-pack for you right here. A Pops 10-pack, 200 milligrams each. Okay? Then Brock put this in. This is Brockolios. These are 400 milligrams. I take that back. These are 6. These are the number zeros, triple zeros. So there's 600 milligrams in each of those. Like, bam. Those you want to take. Don't take more than one if you're microing, because you'll want to go straight to the museum. And then you're also going to get 2 grams of the ODPE. Okay? Laura, give me your address and I'll get this mailed off to you. You know what? Tomorrow I have a stack. Well, hold on. Let me just do it now, Laura. I have a stack. Hold on. While you guys are still here, 1 sec. Actually, Laura, one of the boxes here was yours. I still hadn't gotten an address for that one, or if I had received an address, it didn't go out. So if you can get me your address, Laura Devine, I will put these 2 boxes together and get those both mailed to you at the same time. Okay? I thought I had a box sitting here with your name on it, and you probably sent me the address and I missed it. So I apologize to you. Okay? Pops, peace. Have a great day, you guys, including you, Miss Erin J. You look like you're going to get a lot of support here, and I'm glad. So go join those people over at Discord and see how helpful everybody can be here. Okay? Edwin, nice to see you. Here we go. I'm going to scroll you guys out of here. Thank you so much for everybody being here. And I hope today was as fun for you as it was for me. And then I think the rest of this week should be a whole lot of fun too. All right? Pops, peace. Love each other. Be kind. Ripple. Have a great day. Laddie and Slingy and Jamie and Helpy. There's my guy. And Sandy, we'll talk to you soon, bro. Only 86 days till I see you in person. Oh, I can't wait. Joey Fortunado, Onyx, and Laura, have a divine day. And TV Boy and Higgs, have a great day. And Eric and Slingy and Greenie, that was kind of you. I lost you and Sharon, woo, woo. And Jimmy and Bridget. And Parker, you too. And Vegas, I love you. City and Mozzie and Jesus Christ in Australia. Badgie, I wish I could sleep with you. Move over, let's spoon, Badgie. Stephen, Moody, and Chris, and Nerdy and Moms, you have a great day. You're so sweet. Jamie and MVP. Jamie, I need an address, right? Wessie and Jesus Christ and Saska Mojo and Desi and Leonard Maddie and Anthony. There you are. Hello, Anthony. King Metro and Parker and I Losty and Lad and Herbie Von Worry Kebab and MVP and Pagey Page and Rob and Mike and Gnome King and Anthony and Sharon E. Sparky and Censored and Captain Shroomhead and Jesus Christ and Desi and Overjoyed and Jackie Cat and Mozzie and Benny Ben and Ewok and Maddie and Leonard. Leonard's up in the tree. It's called an oak tree. 71 DPO, Pops, Peace, Ripple Goodness and Kindness. Out.